I probably look a lot different than in my last couple of videos. So I just got my hair done. My crazy brows are on and actually having a decent day. They just look a little wild right now because I have no other makeup on. And I have bangs again. I haven't had bangs since like October, I think. They weren't planned, just kind of happened, and I'm still like trying to figure out how I want to even have them. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this hair out of my face because it's driving me nuts. So today, what I'm wanting to show you is how I've been doing my makeup. It's just giving me basically a nice bronzed summer look. For those who have pale skin. Excuse my voice, I am a little under the weather today. I woke up like this out of nowhere, not sure why. But yeah, not feeling too well today, but I wanted to film this, and I always feel like makeup is gonna make me feel better. So I'm gonna film anyway. So let's go ahead and jump in because I have 65 products in front of me and I don't even know where to start. I usually do self-tan in the summer. I just feel like it's a little early yet, but I do like to have a little color to my skin once it starts becoming like consistently in the 80s, which where I live, it's getting there. It's almost there. We have like hot days and cold days and rainy days, a lot of rainy days, but I feel like it's too soon to just start self-tanning. So this bronze look is perfect for pale people like me. I do have a tinted sunscreen here, which is going to be my best friend. Not in this video, but just in general. I just want to show it to you. This is the color that it comes out, and then once you blend it out, it's so beautiful on the skin. It seems like it's going to be super, super dark. This is actually in the shade medium to tan. I still think they have like a light to fair. It gives like a sheer, really nice color to the skin, and without being like overly, like without being too much, it dries down nice. So that's going to be nice in the summer. But for today, I'm just going to mix in some bronzing drops with my foundation. So the last 2 days I have mixed bronzing drops into the new Fenty Soft Lit foundation. I've also mixed it into the Urban Decay Face Bond. It worked beautifully with both. I do have a long day ahead of me. Today is the Derby. So I'm actually going to use my Face Bond. There's not one that I particularly liked better than another. I thought that they both worked great. So let me go ahead and slap my e.l.f. Halo Glow on. This is essential when I do my makeup. This one's in the lightest shade. What shade? Shade 0 Fair. This is basically all I use as a primer anymore. Do primers really work, or just good moisture to the skin and something like this work enough? Like, do we need all the other stuff? I don't know, but I always had done it. But I would say the past, I don't know, maybe 6 months ish or so, I have not used like a traditional primer. Just something like this, and my makeup always turns out good. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Face Bond. I have been using a brush. My brush is dirty, so I don't know how good this is gonna look today. That's the only thing I don't like about a brush. I don't want to wait for this to, actually, you know what, I'm gonna use my sponge. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand here, just like, I don't know, that much. That's the only thing about this foundation I don't like, because I might be using too much or too little. And then I'm going to mix in the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Bronzing Serum. I used this in my review of Physicians Formula not that long ago. So I just kind of go in and then mix it all around. And this just gives such a good, nice bronzing color to the skin without being like over the top or too much. I do end up going back in and doing another mixture because I want a little bit more coverage, and the sponge is definitely going to soak this up. So I just start with even layers here. or I should say light layers, and it just looks so pretty on the skin. I do drag this down my neck for obvious reasons, but when you're in a pinch and you want some glow to the skin, you want some bronze to the skin, make it look like you've been out in the sun, this is just such a good way to get some color. And especially me being so fair, and I do not go in the sun. I've had a skin cancer scare a while ago, years ago. I refuse to get in the sun. Yeah, I'm going to always self-tan or do something like this because I'm not getting in the sun, and I'm sure anybody watching that has fair skin like me probably agrees with me. No thank you. No thank you. The sun can kick rocks, man. I don't look so pale, but I am going to go in with some more of the bronzer on my sponge here and just take it just like I would be using any other bronzer, just bronzing up my skin. The other thing I've been doing is taking this on my arms, which sounds crazy, which seems crazy, but it gives me color without being too much and not being in the sun and matching my face. I know, seems crazy. Only pale people problems, guys. But this just gives such a nice little golden moment on my arms. I kind of take it up my hands. I don't go too crazy on my hands because I end up washing my hands a lot during the day. But yeah, this just gives a nice little color without being too much, without looking too fake, without looking orangey. And I think that's what's going to be nice too in the summer with that sunscreen, because it has that tint to it. It's going to be really, really nice. All right, got my bronze on. Now I'm going to take this Milani cream bronzer. This is in the shade Hey Honey, and just bronze my skin up some more. This shade is great, and this is such a beautiful formula for a cream bronzer, but this is definitely going to bring some color to the skin as well. Now I'm going to go in with the Milani Cheek Kiss and Coral Crush. This is their cream blush, and this is very, very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long, see, that looks crazy. Little bit goes a long way with this. This is such a beautiful spring summer shade. I love it. I do like to take some on my nose. It just kind of gives you that, you know, that little sun-kissed moment on your nose. Some people love it, some people hate it. I love it, and I feel like when I do go out in the sun, my nose is like the first thing to get burnt, which is super annoying. But I just like a little bit on my nose, nothing too crazy. But I just like that little, you know, that little sun-kissed moment. I'm going to mix the Kokie Double Wear Concealer with the Fenty Beauty or Even Concealer, because I feel like the Kokie is a little dark, like on the darker side. And I want a little bit of a highlight. I can definitely get a highlight when I do this since my skin is all bronzed up. I'm going to also get my powder ready. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty in Sugar Cook. Can I not talk? Of course not. Why would I ever think I could talk? Sugar Cookie. This powder has changed my makeup game. I don't know why. I was so late to the game getting this powder, but I have it now and I love it. I love my Prism Libra powder, which I probably will use today because I do feel like the Huda Beauty kind of pales out my makeup a little bit, which sometimes if my foundation is a little too dark for me, it's nice to go in with the Huda Beauty because it will lighten me up. But for today, since I'm going for the bronzed look, I don't want anything to be lightened up, so I will use both powders today, which is a little obnoxious, but I do feel like it looks really good. Now I'm going to go in with my puff with the Huda Beauty right underneath of my eyes. I am going to do a tad bit of baking with this, which I was talking to my husband the other day about this, and he really didn't even know what baking was. I feel like that was the trend basically when I started getting into makeup and wearing makeup and doing YouTube, which is like 8 years ago. But I never felt like I could bake, and I really think it was because of the powders that I was using. They're not joking when they say this powder, like that you can bake with it. And I never thought I would be this type of baker, because look how crazy this looks. What I've learned is actually doing this has really helped my makeup game. And even though you look like a dum-dum, my makeup ain't moving. My makeup is staying. I never have to do touch-ups during the day. My makeup looks flawless. So I would just let this sit and look like this for a couple of minutes. Yeah, this is real life. This is a real thing, right? I know, crazy. I will go in with the Prism Libra powder. This is in the shade Voila Rosé. It's like the pinker shade. And I will just put that everywhere, basically, that I didn't put the Huda Beauty. I won't really bake with this. Kind of slap this on and call it a day. All right, so it's only been a couple of minutes. Like I said, I don't overdo it. I don't do it for a long time. It's just enough to kind of get it to do its thing. And then we go in and just dust it away. All right, now I'm gonna go in with some powder bronzer. This is also how to make your makeup stay on and look fabulous all day. I used to think this was so stupid. I was like, you already put cream bronzer and cream, oh, my beauty blender just fell on the floor. I thought my dog was gonna eat it. I used to think putting the creams on and then putting the powders on, I'm like, you're just adding more steps and I will not be doing that. Whereas now I totally get it, because it just makes your bronzer and your blush stay on all day. Plus today I'm going for a bronzy look and want to look like I've been out in the sun, even though it's gonna rain today. It's gonna rain a majority of the day, but look like I've been out in the sun getting some sun. Actually, it's been raining for days, so it doesn't matter. We still have some color going on. Maybe I just got back from Jamaica, you know, you never know. All right, now for blush, I used a couple different blushes yesterday, but right now I might add both. This is the Laura Geller Baked and Blush and Brightened. Baked blush and brighten. Hopefully that makes sense. And I really like to pack on the blush, because blush is the first thing to leave your face. Again, what's great is that the cream's underneath. It's gonna help make your blush last a little bit longer, which is so nice. The other blush I added in was the Milani Luminoso. This was the blush back in the day. Everybody wore this blush. I still love busting this out in the spring and summer. It's just a beautiful blush. It has a little bit of a highlight kind of mixed into it. Same with the Laura Geller. But we all know the queen of that now is the Rare Beauty blushes that came out that I actually talked about and reviewed a couple videos ago. Those are crazy. I don't wear them necessarily as a blush. I wear them as a topper. For highlight, I'm going to use the Fenty Demi Glow in Pretty Pearls. This has been my go-to highlight. It is so hard to use anything else. I am obsessed with this. I love the glow that it gives, and it's just stunning. The color works. It's just beautiful. Even though I'm bronzed up today, have more color to my skin, this works with the color of my skin now and when I'm just pale and my normal skin color. So that's why I love this highlight. But y'all know I'm extra. I'm gonna go in with that Rare Beauty blush just as the topper, just like what I said. I do one like tap into it and just kind of take it up here. That's it. That is all I use, and it just adds an additional beautiful glow to the skin, gives a little color. That is it. That is all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna use. All right, let's go in with some e.l.f. Power Grip Setting Spray. Don't be stingy. Get in here. with your setting spray. Do you guys see how beautiful the complexion looks? It's like perfection. It is glowy, dewy, bronzy, blushy. Like, you could use so many words to describe it. But it is just stunning. I just love it. Now, some people would not like this amount of glow or this amount of makeup, anything like that. But for me, it is so pretty. I'm also going to take my Milani bronzer, powder bronzer, and put it on my eyes. I'm trying to find a nice fluffy brush here, just to give my eyes a little bit of a bronzy moment. Okay, so for lashes, I have been doing this and absolutely loving it. So for those of you that have watched me, you know that I'm obsessed with the Kiss little, what are they? The Kiss press-on lashes. Obsessed with those. Wear those all the time, almost daily. But what I've been doing is taking Kiss Demi Wispies and basically doing like a half lash. Let me see if you guys can see these. Been cutting them and doing a half lash and just popping them, you know, obviously like a half lash. And it just gives such a nice subtle moment on your lashes without being too much, without being over the top. It kind of looks like it could be your lashes, but do you have false lashes on? Like, people are going to wonder, are those your natural lashes? Those who probably wear lashes will be like, that's a half lash. But those who don't, I don't think they're going to know. I don't think they're going to know. Be careful trying to get your glue off when you want to rewear them, because I just pulled a little tiny piece off from the, oh no, this one's totally screwed. I need a new freaking pair of lashes. Son of a mother. Well, no, half lash today. I just totally ruined it by trying to pick the glue off, which is so obnoxious. So I'm gonna wear the Kiss press-ons and move along and move along. All right, now for lips. Oh, I didn't get it out of my purse. I need to go get that. I loved the way these two looked. This is the Fat Oil Slick Click in the shade Supermodel, I believe. Oh no, no filter needed. The gloss version, the Fat Oil Lip Drip, is in the shade Supermodel. These are both from NYX. I loved this combination. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I'm still trying to get used to how to style my bangs. They're like too short to like push to the side, but I also think they're too long to like wear straight down because they'll go like right into my eyes. So I think this is how they're gonna go. It's not my hair lady's fault because I told her to cut my bangs. So she was just doing what she was told. But I am obsessed with the way that my makeup looks. I don't want to get too close because my ring light will wash me out. And I actually think on camera I look a little more pale than I do in person. But it's not over the top. My skin looks absolutely stunning. It just looks like, yeah, I know I have a lot of makeup on, but the makeup looks so good. I'm glowy, I'm bronzy. It's just such a beautiful look. That's why I wanted to record it. I really want to try to do something with the sunscreen because I feel like the shade of this will be super pretty too. But this is my go-to as of, well, at least this week. This is my go-to makeup this week and it's just perfect. I just love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I gotta go get my drink on, get my bedding on, watch some live races, and then get ready for the derby. So I will see you guys later. Have a good one.